as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field.
Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Chicago Bears.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Throwing to start here is Tua.
It's complete to Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Going deep this time for Miller. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Scotty Miller, his second touchdown on the season.
And the Falcons go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Velus Jones now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 22. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
The Bears at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Looking to throw on second down, Fields.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Now it's Fields.
Eluding the pressure. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Justin Fields.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Oh, eluding the tackle. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 49 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. 7-7, our score after one. Second quarter now, Falcon football. As they come up now, second and goal. Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 14-7.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They snap it to Fields. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there,
and it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Now Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And 22 more yards there and another first down.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Fields on first down.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
And the Bears are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Herbert is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Here's Fields.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Khalil Herbert.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll let this go for the end zone. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they give the kickoff to...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the return will stop right around the 25.
And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
2 and now on first down.
Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Kyle Pitts.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Now Arthur Smith going to tell the offense to stay put. We're going for 2.
Complete at the 1. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st down, Fields.
Flush to his right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
On first down, it's Fields.
Now that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
Out of the gun, Fields.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here's Fields.
Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time.
Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Fields. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
How to approach this. Third down and 16 yards to go. Fields going to change things up here.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. On play action, here's Tua. This pass is caught by London. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Robinson is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's a cold reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Here comes 3rd down at 7.
To throw is Fields. Flushed out right. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Give them 32 on the play.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
And that went too high and incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
From the gun, here's Fields.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And the Falcons will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for them. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands.
This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts,
his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Falcons look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Rosas good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense. Mike
3rd
28.
and long. It's Fields.
Wide open receiver complete.
And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A shotgun snap, Fields.
Being chased out left.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
He'll fire deep, looking for more. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
4th down, Fields has to have this one.
And it's incomplete.